Hello, it's the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another WIPMAS and WIPTube. And today I've got not too much of a progress on anything because it wasn't the day when I could work a lot. However, I did make progress on the Chiara test knit. So I've got the back. And a bit of a shoulder. I finished row 17 of the shoulder, and I need to make 27, so I still need 10 rows of this shoulder and then 27 of the other shoulder, and then connect, and then I'll be back at where I was on Wednesday. So yeah. So I should do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I should have a good day. I only have a walk with my dog and his friend. Maybe I'll do some shopping and some tidying up in the house, but I should be able to spend most of the day doing projects, so the progress should be there and I should finally go further into the project. Let's keep fingers crossed that again it's not too tight for me, because that would be terrible. I mean, I'm already stitching a bigger size than I was. I think the only other solution, because I don't think it will be that much of my size per se, but it could be the needles. I am knitting on 3.25mm needles, even though the pattern calls for 4mm needles, but I couldn't get the gauge with larger needles, so I got two smaller ones, and we'll see what happens now with those smaller ones. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Everything works fine, and the jacket is the way it should be, because that would be great if it went quite smoothly now. So that was a bit of a progress. The only other project I worked on was NV. So here is NV, what it looks like once finished. I'm at 5.6%, 5.8 maybe today, but not very advanced. And I'm starting from the top left corner, and I'm going down with NV. So this is what it looks like, or this is what it looked like before I started stitching today. So as you can see, I'm going page by page, but downwards, leaving up some stitches if the thread color doesn't continue for a longer while. So there are some whiter areas. And today I stitched 199 stitches. I've done a bit, where was it? Here. This part, as far as I remember. And then I started filling here with a different color. So this color is actually quite blocky, thankfully, so I think this then square gets filled out completely with this color, and of course it goes down, and also in this column this same color remains. So I should be able to, if I work on NV again, fill it out pretty quickly, because then I don't have to rethread, count where I'm supposed to put the stitches. But at some point I'm going to have to grid a little bit more, because here is more or less where the page finishes. So the next page is almost completely ungridded. So I'll have to take care of that as well. And that was it. I really didn't have much time today to stitch on other projects, so it's not a lot. I did, however, get something that I ordered from the UK. That was, well, this wasn't really recommended by Jen's Stitchy Corner. I mean, Jen from Jen's Stitchy Corner. And I'm not saying it wasn't recommended like she said, no, don't buy this. She was recommending something else. However, I misunderstood what she meant. And because it's what she was showing was an advent calendar, like you take every day a bit of something and then you create stuff out of it. But I didn't watch like every episode of her, but I know she spins the wheel as well for December. So I know she wasn't really working on those projects, at least not like regularly. So I didn't really know and I couldn't figure out what it was going to be. So when I saw what I saw, I thought it was it. And I ordered the Advent calendar from Historical Sampler Company. And I thought that was that, Advent calendar. You open something every day. But no. I think what Jen had was actually an Advent box. And I checked that on the web page, that it's been sold out. You can't buy it anymore. And when I was ordering what I finally ordered, I did feel surprised about the price, because the price compared to, for example, Caterpillar cross-stitch advent calendar that Jen also had and quite liked, was much higher than what I bought. So it was a bit surprising, but I know that they didn't send it in like a large box, because when Jen was showing that, it was like paper envelopes with different days on it. It's not like a box with like made of cardboard, you know, decorated a lot. So I thought that it was mostly that, but no. I ordered an advent calendar. But it is a calendar like that. So you stitch on a piece of fabric, a calendar, just like that. And I think I saw something similar in one of the Polish cross-stitchers video, that she also used like a belt, kind of, that you sometimes use in those calendars that are, for example, 3 months. They show 3 months at a time, and you have this sort of plastic belt with like a buckle that shows you which day it is. And she was using something like that, and I was thinking about doing something similar. So I'm not mad at what I got, because this is something actually that I will want to stitch. I'm just surprised at myself that I didn't figure it out earlier, that it's probably not it. But also I wish they called it something different. And I'll be honest, they showed this exact picture on the webpage. It's not like they advertised falsely or something. No. It was shown, but because Jen was showing things like one by one, I couldn't really imagine what the final thing would be. And I thought they showed the final picture just because I started buying it like maybe not mid advent calendar time, but definitely after first week of December. So yeah, I didn't figure it out. So I got this. And the envelope is absolutely beautiful. And I was trying really hard not to damage it, and thankfully so far I haven't. It's still really nice. So inside there's what you have here. So it doesn't show the pattern. So you've got canvas, and you've got DMC, you've got instructions, and there's a pattern on the other side, but I don't want to get into trouble for showing it, so I won't. So this kind of solves my problem for next year, because I wanted to stitch something Christmassy for next year, like during the next year. And I had 3, I think, patterns that I found in magazines I had, and I couldn't make a decision which one I wanted. So problem solved. I've got a different project to make before Christmas next time. So that's a nice thing, even though a surprise, not what I had thought it would be, but still a good buy. So I'm quite happy. So now for the candy. I ate the toxic waste candy. It was pretty sour. The smell was pretty strong of apple, like those shampoos that are green apple scented. It smelled already after opening the package, and the taste was of a green apple. It was quite sour, but like a green apple. Green apples are usually sour, so it wasn't anything over the top for me. So it was pretty good. I liked it. So today is the 20th already. And it's an airhead again. And it's a blue raspberry. I don't know what Americans have with the blue raspberry. Blue raspberry has been happening throughout this calendar. And instead of raspberry, you should have a raspberry color. Like this kind of raspberry red. Not blue. I don't think I've ever seen a blue raspberry in like real life, so it's kind of suspicious with the blue raspberry. But it's another candy with this flavor and another airhead that I have. But it's again something chewy, like twice in a row a chewy candy. I have a hankering for something crunchy. Maybe tomorrow it will happen. I'm not going to my parents tomorrow, so definitely there will be at least one more WIPMAS. And later on I'll see whether I will go to my parents the day after tomorrow or on Monday, and then either I will make another WIPMAS or finish at that point. So now let's spin the wheel to see what I'll be stitching tomorrow or knitting tomorrow. The Mochila sweater, great, very good. I'm super happy about it because Mochila sweater definitely also needs some love. So a lot of knitting tomorrow then, because yeah, Mochila sweater I will be knitting. I wonder if I could. No, I couldn't. It will be 15 rounds and they are long rounds. So I don't think I will be able to finish the chart tomorrow. But it will be so nice because actually with those needles, I'm not entirely sure if after I join them. I mean, I do the shoulder, do the other shoulder, and then join everything together into one thing. I'm not entirely sure if this cable will be enough. And yes, I can lengthen the cable because Chiago's allow for that. But there is this kind of, this joint that sometimes creates trouble with moving the cable through the stitches. So I would prefer to avoid that, especially that this yarn I think might have a tendency to split, and split not in a nice way, because the other yarn also splits, and I wouldn't really like to use that. Also the joint cable on the Mochila sweater, but that the split in that yarn is much more easily covered, I would say. You just unsplit the yarn and it kind of gets together because it's not like plied or spun or whatever you call it. This yarn, I think, will, once you split it, it will always look split. So I would hope to avoid that, but we'll see how that works. So yeah, I would really like to make a lot of progress on Mochila sweater, but the rounds are so much longer there, and now that I'm nearing the end, there will be a lot of catching floats, which I hate doing, and it takes me a long time to catch those floats, so that won't be super nice, and won't be super fast to make then. But then again, it's the last 15 rows with color work, then the rest is stuck in it in the same color, which should work fine and quick, but we'll see how that goes. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up, it's really appreciated. Leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!